Flight of the Crow's Wing presents We Do a TV Install in Our RV Wall.
In 2020, we took off for a year traveling with our homemade drop camper.
Yay!
The time came.
I missed you.
To start earning money to
guess
afford
what?
travel.
What?
I have an idea for another project.
What do you mean you have an idea for another project?
You know what we need?
Oh, what do we need?
A bigger TV!
Where are we gonna put the bigger TV? We don't have room for a bigger TV.
We can install it this way. And we can just watch.
It's not gonna fit. It's not gonna fit that way.
Yeah, well. And then
that's a long ways.
Yeah, and we'll just watch everything in portrait mode. You know, just short.
Portrait. We'll watch nothing but short YouTube shorts anymore. This TV is gonna fit here.
Why not?
What are you gonna do? Just make it go boom.
Yes.
And it's just gonna go boom right into the wall.
It's the plan, Stan.
Boom.
Boom.
I'll believe it when I see it.
You will.
So, what's your plan?
We're gonna cut a hole in the wall.
Cut a hole in the wall where that picture is.
We're gonna take this picture off. We're gonna cut a hole in the wall and we're gonna push it into the wall.
Boom.
Boom. We're gonna see. I mean, what could go wrong? So the first thing we need to do.
Take the clock off. Woo! That was hard. And then remove picture.
The plan is to build a box to go around the TV, and the TV actually mounts into the wall, and then we'll have a plate on the back. We don't have a plate yet, but like maybe an aluminum sign or something.
Here is your painting, ma'am.
Yay! Painting! This is a 32-inch Vizio. It's got Bluetooth, so we think we can just use the Bluetooth to connect to our speakers.
Okay. So then, you think the TV is going to go right there?
That's what I think.
That's going to be tight.
We're maybe
very
starting to get a little worried.
But look how big it is.
I know, it's huge.
It's fine.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Nothing to worry about.
Foomp.
A 1/4 inch.
29.5 fit that space.
Yes. Actually, you have like almost 30.5 inches. So 29.5 is going to be cutting it pretty close. We might want to make our hole here so we can actually see what's behind here before we make our box. We kind of know what's behind there because we already took this off and felt around in there. Okay, so I drew a little square, and I'm not going to cut deep because there are wires back there.
Time to cut a hole.
That wasn't scary at all. There are no wires. All the wires are wires
Wires are up here.
up here. I can feel wires like up
That's
here.
the ones where the light switch is in the bathroom.
There's a bracket that we're gonna have to work around. So I think we should mark out 1/2 inch
Off that trim.
off from this trim and then have it go over that way. There. About 9 inches below there.
Okay. So that's our low point.
Yeah.
We need to build a box.
We need to build a box. All right, here we're at so far. Got the box roughed out with a little bitty gap so that we can get our fingers around it.
We don't believe what's on TV because it's what we want to see. And what we want, we know we can't believe. We have all learned to kill our dreams.
A little bit of wiggle room.
A little bit of wiggle room.
See, it's going to be exposed by a little bit, but we're going to...
Not bad. That'll make it easier to slide it in and out.
The thing we need to do is
Cut a bigger hole in the wall.
make sure it's square and then figure out how and where we're going to put the hole.
Easiest way to check for square is to measure from corner to corner. They should be the same. If not, adjust accordingly.
It's kind of good.
Right. It's tight. I think we're gonna have to take the shelf off.
I think we're gonna take the shelf off.
So we took the shelf off,
Shelf is removed.
and what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut over to here to see how far we have to go over here, and then I'm going to cut down to here to see how far we
We
have.
already
to
have a
here.
hole. Might as well make it bigger.
When I fell, you'll still be here.
Now if I go down here.
'Cause if you stick around, I'll sing you pretty sounds and we'll make money selling your hair. I don't care what's in your hair. I just wanna know what's on your mind. I used to say I wanna die before I'm old, but because of you I might think twice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. Second verse. What if my dream does not happen?
Wow, that's one hole in the wall. It's the inside of your FD19
Get this random screw here.
random screw.
We got 2 screws here.
They're just, that must be holding the pantry shelves
yeah.
in the bathroom.
Since they're just hanging in the air, we're just going to cut them off
Flush.
flush. And we got 1 screw here that I'm not really sure what it holds.
That's got to be holding the door frame to that.
So anyways, since they're just hanging out into air anyways, I don't think there'd be any danger with cutting them off.
Would be when I wake up from a dreamer's sleep.
This might be a problem. We'll see. We just won't know.
How could you know?
How do we know?
I need to know that when I fail, you'll still be here. Oh, 'cause if you stick around, I'll sing
Holy cow.
we'll make money
Wow.
selling your hair.
You did good cutting there.
Look at that. Wow. So we look.
Something like that. Look at that.
Something like that.
We're going to have a TV in the wall.
I wish we had put
The TV was thicker than the
thicker wood
box.
for this.
But could we live with it?
Regret.
That was the
We
question.
might have to run back to Lowe's.
Get the 4-inch.
So the decision has been made.
Decision made.
We are going to go to Home Depot because Lowe's is too far away,
Yep.
and we're going to drive half an hour
Half an hour instead of 45 minutes.
to Home Depot and get the 4-inch, which will make it 3.5
It's
inches.
2:48 right now. Half an hour there, half an hour back. Plenty of time to get the box built and everything buttoned up and cleaned up.
Before bedtime. Okay. 1 hour later.
2 hours later.
It's 2 hours.
It's been, we left at 2:48. We got back at like 4:40.
We did stop at the drugstore to pick up a
And-
prescription and picked up pizza and ate pizza.
And we ate pizza and we built another thing. So pop out. Boom. We haven't tried this one yet. That's good. Okay. Do you want to fit the TV in that to see what your handiwork has done?
Oh, look at that.
Look at that. Nice.
That's without the spacers in.
Wah, wah, wah.
Our new TV, if you look in that corner,
It's
that
been.
corner right there,
Yeah, I noticed that the box had a.
the box wasn't crushed enough to warrant the corner broken.
It was a little bit. Look here. It was dropped on its corner at one point. So it's got to go back to Walmart tomorrow.
Then came tomorrow.
Here we go. Nice. So I don't remember where we stopped yesterday, but we took this off and then it won't fit back in. So we're going to build another shelf to cover this. We ordered a 12-volt outlet to go here, and then we're gonna put a new plate on that, and then our switch console will sit up here. It's gonna have an HDMI that goes there, and we're actually gonna power it through a C to C into that, so we don't. The only cord that will be coming up out of here will be this power cord, which will be running out of here, and then the HDMI, which will come out there. So the first step we're going to do is we have a 2x2 piece of 1/2-inch plywood, and we're going to cut a piece.
We had to use the plywood to stiffen the wall. That way the TV wouldn't be all flippy-floppy or
wiggly-waggly. We're going to make sure it's going to fit, and once we do that, then we're going to
screw the TV to it.
Screw the TV to it.
And then it'll go in there, and screws come from the bathroom side of the wall into the plywood. Remember yesterday? Our TV was 3.5 inches wide, and it's a Vizio 32-inch TV from Walmart for $128. This is a Vizio 32-inch TV that we replaced it with from Walmart. It's 2.5. It did not come with mounting screws because it came with feet. In my Harbor Freight metric set of 10.9 grade hardware, I got various lengths of bolts that we can do.
So the plan is we're going to put paint on these. We're going to put it up against the wall. We're going to drill more holes through our wall, and then we're going to see where it comes through on the back side.
What if my dream does not happen? Would I just change what I've told my friends? Don't want to know who I would be when I wake up from a dreamer's sleep. More holes.
So what we ended up doing is we ended up having to use
go show them.
The piece of plywood is behind that.
Yes.
And that's actually making the stiffness. And then what we've done is here's the 4 bolts that come through here. And then we're going to add some more of these screws. These screws actually go through this into the plywood, but obviously not long enough to go into the TV. We're also going
What she's trying to say is that these screws in the back attach the plywood to the wall to increase the rigidity.
So the next step is
Pull the
take
TV back out.
So you sanded this all very nice, and we got it back in the hole, which I didn't film that. We have our hole cut, which I have the HDMI cord
HDMI.
going through there, but we'll have to.
Great. Now tell us how it's attached.
1, 2, 3, 4. These 2 go into this piece of wood that runs up along here, and then I got L bracket and L bracket there. So this is held very tight in the wall. There's actually this wall is probably as rigid as it's been ever in its life. This will eventually be put back in. So the next step is I am going to slap a coat of paint on this.
I don't care what's in your hair. I just want to know what's on your mind.
What's the worst that happens?
So you're using an HDMI cable as a fish
Yes,
tape.
because the HDMI cable is already through. Oh, threw the first off. Oops. So you know I was trying to put it.
Hey!
Oh, fudge.
What fudge? What happened?
Oh, let me pull all the way there. Fudge, you're switching. What do you think of that, huh?
I think that's...
I mean, it's not 100% finished. We got a gap here that needs... the whole thing
Needs what?
We need to
big screen.
Words are hard.
We got a lot of cleanup to do and shelves to build, so...
And a TV to program.
A couple of days later, after trip number 4 to the hardware store.
All right.
We did it.
I'm in front of the camera because somebody had 3 things cut off of his head.
You don't want to see my
Not
face.
my nose and ears.
I'm hideous.
He's got Band-Aids all over his head.
I'm hideous.
Trip to the dermatologist. So we built shelves. I got a shelf to hold 1 bottle of wine.
Open, whatever bottle of wine is open for the night.
Right, when we have an open bottle, now we have a place to keep it. And our display shelf that I took off from the old shelf. I got 4 holes that I have to fill in, and I need to caulk around the edge of this, and that'll be pretty much
I
done.
don't care what's in your hair. I just want to know what's on your mind. Used to say I wanna die before I move, but because of you I might think twice.
A few more days later,
What do we got?
We got a mess. That's what we got. What we got is, and you got it in your hand, is our little
what is it? We're waiting.
USB-C outlet that we're gonna mount up here.
We got that on Amazon.
We got this on Amazon.
Right. And I made the plate.
She made the plate to hide the big hole because this is obviously not big enough to hide the big hole. One of these is the cable TV cable coming out of the back of the trailer. The other one's for the satellite dish, if you have a satellite dish. So we're just gonna pull these off and tuck them in the wall because we don't need them. This wire, the green and white stripe, I checked my polarity. This is the positive wire, and the white stripe is the ground wire, negative wire. So I'm just going to tie our little box here. Red wire is positive, black wire is negative. With butt connectors. We're gonna stick it on the wall. Boom. There we go.
Yay! All right.
iPad plugs in.
Yeah.
And start the charge.
Nice.
Sweet.
All right. TV plugs in there. That's plugged in there. That's plugged in there. HDMI comes up behind there. That's the only wires that are on there. Now we just have to clean up our mess again.
What mess? I don't see no mess.
Oh my gosh.
Don't look.
It's so clean.
Was operative word. Does anybody want this? Does anybody want this? Otherwise, I'm just gonna no. Nobody's saying yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna throw it away.
No, you have to keep it.
I have to keep it. Let me put it in the junk drawer.
We don't believe what's on TV because it's what we want to see.